year, the Police Welfare Association indicated there would be no foreplay when it sits with the government negotiating team to discuss salaries, work conditions, fringe benefits, and other matters pertaining to police officers. The association believes its members need a salary increase considering the cost of living in the country has gone up. President Travis Chico says members cannot continue to operate at the same wage levels.
As it relates to negotiations, I can assure you that the police welfare, you would have heard the voice of the police welfare calling on the employer. I know that our members would want to hear from us as it relates to negotiations. We know we're getting close to Christmas, and the Police Welfare Association did demand from the employer that we need what we call finances for Christmas. I don't know how it's going to happen, but we are willing and open and ready to discuss negotiations and salary increases. But I can assure you that this welfare association will demand or will not accept nothing but an increase for its members as we enter into this negotiation period.
When asked, are police officers deserving of an increase in salary, the PWA president sought to defend his members.
If you go through the record books, the police in this country works the longest hours. Shifts of 12, 16, 24, 48, and some as many as 96 hours. So if you would have done the maths, or if you would have done any normal calculation, that every 3 or 4 years that a police officer works for a salary for the employer, he gives the employer a year free of work. Now, when you really look at it, for a man to be committing 24 hours in one day of work, doesn't this man need an increase in salary? Doesn't this man's salary need to reflect his hours? So whether persons may sit back and say that the police are not, we agree that we always believe in being more productive. We always believe in the outcome of bringing out more. But it is not the police fault in some of the situations. It is the employer's responsibility to ensure that our numbers are always maintained. So when you have shifts with 3, 4, and 5 people, what amount of productivity or levels of productivity in 24 hours do you expect from 5 people? If you divide 25 by 4 or 5, you would see that you would have to have men working around the clock with the numbers.
Police Commissioner Severin Mosheri has weighed in on the issue.
Extra salary is one way of motivating people. However, I believe that my officers are hardworking police officers, and everyone is always deserving of an increase in salary. But more so, my officers, I believe that the work that they are doing, the level of risk that is involved, that they deserve an increase in salary. However, I would be the first to say that it should not just be a carte blanche increase in salary. It should be something that is tied in with productivity. So if you are producing, then you deserve it. If you're not producing, then you don't deserve it.
It's been 5 years since police officers received an increase in salaries. A meeting between the government negotiating team and the Police Welfare Association was scheduled for last Friday but was postponed to January 2018. For the DBS News World, I am Sheffield Gillard.